to make this live really quickly. I was supposed to make this video a while ago. I'm just super tired. I've been up grinding, working. But yeah, um, I gotta give y'all my testimony before the year is out. It's 11:36 right now, and I gotta give my testimony about how good God has been 2024. From me moving out of my family's home for, I would say, the third time. Shout out to all the safety nets, okay, having family households that you can go back to. But just anyway, from that situation, God has just blessed me, with my own home. And me and my family, we're just so thankful, so grateful. But anyway, this video is about the testimony of how God spared us. So when Hurricane, was it Helene or Helen? Hurricane Helen was a couple months ago, right? Because we're in December. I want to tell y'all how good God was in that situation. I remember that night. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna tell God. God is like, say it. Okay. So that night, I was watching TV. Me and my man was watching TV, and I forgot which show we were watching, but he fell asleep on the show. And rewind a little bit. The morning before, God woke me up. He woke me up out of my sleep and was telling me to pray. It was around 3 something in the morning, I believe, and I just didn't know what to pray for, but I knew that God had woke me up out of my sleep. I didn't feel like anything was wrong, but I'm like, okay, pray. My mom was always told me, like, when you get woken up in the middle of the night, just pray. God is waking you up to pray or to intercede or something. So I was like, you know what? I'm just praying against, any type of evil that's coming towards my family, my household. Like I said, my children, myself, my loved ones. And after that, I felt, a peace come over me. Like, okay, now I can go back to sleep. But I was totally up. Like, I woke up, I wasn't even tired. And like I said, I hadn't been asleep too long, but I felt fully rested. Like, it wasn't anything that I had to fight. But anyway, I just remember God waking me up, and I prayed that morning, right? Like I said, I prayed, and it was different for me because I felt something. I felt it that time. Normally when God wakes me up, I'm not sure why I'm up, but hey guys, but yes, God woke me up to pray. And while I was watching TV, I remember the storm was happening, Hurricane Helen. It just was so crazy. Everything was just like windy. I was outdoor dashing. We had to come back in. And during that whole night, I got tired. And as I was drifting off, I put my son in the playpen right next to my bed. And I drifted off to sleep, and I woke up, and I would drift off to sleep, and I would wake back up. And somebody said I look like Tyler. Oh, wow. But yeah, so she's beautiful, by the way. She's gorgeous. So thank you. But yeah, as the hurricane was going on, I drifted off to sleep, and then all of a sudden I heard a big crash sound, and my house shook. My house literally shook. I jumped up out of the bed because for some reason I thought my son had fell off the bed. I forgot I even put him down into the playpen next to me because I was so tired I forgot. So I jumped up and I looked on the side of the bed and I saw my son in the playpen. And I'm like, well, something just shook the whole house. So I got up, I went upstairs to the front door. And y'all, this is where it gets crazy. I went upstairs to the front door and let me see. But yeah, I went upstairs to the front door of my house. And when I opened the door, it looked like Jumanji. It looked like the movie Jumanji. When I opened my front door, there was a whole tree laying in my front yard. Like literally, when I opened the door, it was nothing but leaves. Like it was right there when I opened the door. And I could not believe my eyes. Like I had just woken up. I couldn't believe my eyes. And I saw the tree laying there in my yard. And this is a big tree. Like I said, it shook the whole house. And this is a brick house that I live in. This is not a, flimsy house. Like, it shook a whole brick house. And so I went to my kitchen. I turned my porch light on. I saw the tree. I went to my kitchen. The tree stretches from one side of my house all the way, and it covered my driveway. So we couldn't even back the car out of the driveway at all. And I'm looking, and I'm just like, this tree really just fell right in front of my house. Missed the whole house, by the way. Like I said, it missed the whole house. And I know this was God who spared us because, I mean, it's not a coincidence. Like, that stuff like that just doesn't happen. So I'm looking and I'm like, this tree is literally in my yard. And it missed the whole house. The only thing that it did do was it swiped off the gutters from the top of the house, right? And I wish I can go outside and show y'all. You know what? Let me go show y'all. Hold on one second. I have to show y'all. So this is the light. Let me show you. I turned on this porch light. If y'all can see behind me, all of this right here, it was nothing but tree. The tree had knocked over this banister right here. All of that was knocked over. It was tree all right there. And I just couldn't believe my eyes. But I just gotta give God the glory for that whole situation, because I believe that was an attack on my life. Like, literally, if I hadn't prayed the night before, I believe that my family wouldn't have survived that. And had it been the tree next to it, it would have hit the house. Like, there's a big tree next to that one that lines up directly with the house. And I want to know if we can get that tree cut down, but it's not on my property. So I can't just call somebody to come cut the tree down. But literally, it missed the whole house. It missed the whole house. And I'm just so thankful to God that I was obedient and I prayed. And I realized that that's why God woke me up to pray. And when we got the tree taken out of the yard, you can't even really see it that well. Yeah. But this is a piece of the tree. This is a piece of the tree. And as you see, it looked like a heart is in the middle of it, right? It looked like a little weird shaped heart. But as the man was cutting it down, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a heart shape in the tree. And we had him cut that piece off because I kept that. I said, I'm keeping that for the rest of my life, because this tree could have fallen on the house and literally like crushed my whole family. It's a big tree, y'all. It was a big tree because it's gone. But literally, I have to come on here and share this with y'all, because just thinking about it is still crazy. It's so crazy thinking about it, because I know that was supposed to do damage to this house. But because I was obedient and I woke up and I prayed the morning before when God woke me up, and I didn't know why he woke me up, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to pray, because I just feel like I need to. God is not waking me up to just be up for no reason. Like, so I prayed, and like I said, I knew that God he spared me, my family. And I just had to do this before the year was out. I hope y'all are having a good time with y'all families. What are y'all doing? Like, I don't know, where are you guys from? Where y'all at? Are y'all in the U.S. or, like, what are y'all doing with y'all families on New Year's Eve? I'm not doing anything, as y'all can see. I'm just waiting to bring in the new year with my family, call my mom and everybody else. But, yeah, you guys, that's really my testimony. I had to jump on here real quick. And I don't see anybody much on here. But I will see you guys later. I will hop on here 2025 later. Okay, y'all. Okay, so I was trying to end the live. So anyway, like I said, love you guys. I will see y'all in 2025, like I said. Later. Let me figure out how do I end this. Let me see. I had to bring... What do I press? I don't know if I'm supposed to press that.
Start a poll. Oh,
no, we don't want to do
like
that.
A vote.
Okay, so I'm just going to end. I'm going to press this.
Yeah, I think you just end.
Boom.